Hello everybody in the land of the internet, Jason Rivers here, aka Psycho Smiffy, and welcome back to Games with Gold. The next game on our list for this month will be Bayonetta, developed by Platinum Games and published by Sega. I'm so thrilled that this has finally been released on Games with Gold, and as well as backwards compatibility. This game came out about 11 years ago now. Now that makes me feel really old. And this is essentially Sega's answer to the Devil May Cry series. So, as you know, with the Devil May Cry series, it is a hack and slash game. And this is, yeah, as I said, this is their answer to it. And it seems to hold its own as well against the Devil May Cry series. Consider how many games there have been made in comparison to the Bayonetta series. And it's so good. I mean, don't get me wrong, the only bad thing about this game is the story. It's pretty bland and it's very boring, but the action and just the characters just completely make up for it. Trust me, it is worth it. This game received so many awesome reviews all around the board, receiving 8s, 9s and 10s, majority 9s. And it's essentially, we're following the character of Bayonetta, who's essentially a female Dante, and revolving around the fact that she doesn't really care, she doesn't take herself too seriously, and focusing on her sexiness and revolving around sexual innuendos and things like that. The character herself is that she is an umbral witch who has the power to use her hair in order to conjure demons, in order to defeat, well, the forces of Paradiso, or Inferno, obviously referencing heaven and hell. We majoritively fight angels within this game, which is a nice little spin on it, because you don't really, have... I mean, because if you saw the Devil May Cry series, you're fighting demons. In this, you're fighting angels. And it has a nice character design as well, in terms of the angels and things like that. But yeah, it's pretty much... just an amazing hack and slash game, which I'm finally glad that they brought around. And we're going to be playing it on normal, as it was. I actually got all the achievements for this game back in the day, if you'd see here. 50 out of 50, completing it on all the hard difficulties and whatnot. So yeah, I also forgot to mention that as well, using her hair to conjure demons and stuff. Her hair is actually her costume as well. That's a... you'll see why, and as we begin, we'll jump straight into it on normal mode. Instantly throwing you into the game.
From the records of time, there once existed...
I've completely forgot all the controls. It's been a while since I played any hack and slash game.
For the powers that be. The Umbral Witches, dwellers of the darkness, and the Lumen Sages, controllers of the light. The clans paid each other great respect, and their efforts to maintain the balance between them defended the just passage of time. Yet one day, that balance was toppled.
Okay, so you've got your X, I'm kind of trying to fathom it out still. You've got your X for your guns, you have your Y for your normal attacks, B's for your strong attacks, as you can see. She can summon body, it's kind of like Nero from Devil May Cry 4. You can summon larger body parts in order to attack your enemies. Like, for example, you can see there, like giant feet or legs made out of hair, like that. Just in order to attack your enemies and just put complete overkill onto your enemies.
The sages were gradually weakened by the assault of the secretive Dark Witches. Years after the balance was lost, the war ended in the Umbral Witches' favor.
is also a feature in this game, which, if I remember correctly, if you dodge at the right time, you will trigger something. I think it's called like Witch Time or something like that. It's essentially their version of Devil Trigger, and everything slows down, and you just basically get enough time to, you know, pull off even more combos or even escape from danger. So it's a pretty cool feature.
Wish to continue.
I believe you activate it by pressing the R trigger.
In the miracles of their God, push the witch hunts further, and soon.
The only thing I disagree with in this part is the story, and trying to deliver story while you're in the middle of fighting a million enemies. It just seems a bit daft to me. It's very choppy as well. Seemed to have that problem last time on the 360, but it's not so bad. It doesn't like... It's not going to ruin the game for you, but it is a bit choppy in places. So the story, a large majority of the story is actually told through like these static, like old-timey film reel scenes. But here we go. We'll start on the prologue. Hopefully we can get the first mission done as well. And also in the loading screens, you can practice your combos as well, which is a nice feature.
It looks like Humpty Dumpty's taking his last fall. Even old Eggman the Destroyer gets scrambled in the end, right? You know, I still don't get why the hell you dragged me out here for these things. I just drop off the merchandise. Hey, bet you can't guess what today is. Reading the good Lord's book ain't gonna do much. People have been waiting for this asshole to get whacked for ages. Please. Now, look around. There's no love lost for old Humpty Dumpty. But you gotta keep the outfit happy. We don't take care of him, they take care of us. And I prefer my shoes made out of rubber, not concrete. But hey, it's that kind of town. Without good-hearted souls like us to put these bastards 6 feet under, where'd society be? Of course, the pay's not bad either. Jesus, you really get into this shit, don't you? If it were me, I'd be praying he ends up barbecued. Or at least sunny side up. You can keep praying, but the only way this guy's meeting the Lord is if God's hungry for breakfast. Speaking of hungry, we done here? My kids are baking me a birthday cake tonight. Cute little fuckers, I tell you what. Well then, adios. What the fuck? They're here? For this douchebag? Ah! I hate this damn light. I can't see a thing. Oh! But they're there, ain't they? You hearing me? You can see them, can't you?
I see them. They are instruments of God, descending upon his heavenly rays to earth.
Oh my God!
Dear Lord, grant us guidance, and keep safe the souls of our loved ones for all eternity. You look tired. Let me tuck you in.
Forgive me, Hitman! I didn't mean all that humpty-dumpty shit! I swear!
Next time you want your hands on me, you better make sure I'm dead. Now move out the way.
Whoa, Dad!
If it ain't my good buddy Denzel, how about you get out of here? You die, and I'm gonna have to go back in that hole chasing after the money you want.
You naughty little angels deserve a good spanking. Cheeky. Throwing me these cheap toys.
Don't worry about quantity. I've got quantities. putting you two to work. That was your last call. No more shots from me, Bayonetta.
As long as there's music, I'll keep on dancing.
Can you see what I mean where it says that the game's focus is on pure sexiness? It focuses on sexiness and all of the sexual innuendos and how that the game doesn't take itself seriously. I wasn't lying. And also, that, as I mentioned before, that costume, that's a hair. Try to grasp that concept. Anyway, let's jump straight back into it after that really long cutscene. So we have Y to push, or punch, or whatever. As I mentioned, we kicks with B, and as I mentioned, I don't think I did mention actually, you can have guns attached to your feet, and there is a wide variety of weapons in this game, and you can attach them to the hands or to the feet to create like really awesome combos. So, you know, it just has that replayability value of actually trying to go through the game and get all the weapons and things like that. Here we go. This is what I was talking about with the dodge. You dodge it at the last second in order to activate the dodge and activate the witch time. Oh, I was right. It is called witch time. Okay, I failed that. There we go. Now that witch time is activated, everything appears in slow motion apart from you, allowing you to do like super combos. Yeah, that's... So let's begin. Let's actually play the game. You just have to listen out for the the audio cues. Okay, here's our first item of the game, halos. We collect these from dead angels. We can use these for business transactions, and these are essentially our currency of the game. Yeah, and we'd have these little quick time event combos as well. We can punish, and you can also have these special ones eventually, which hopefully I can cover in this video, called torture attacks, when you essentially just... a torture device appears in front of the angel, and you use it against them in order to create like more points and get super duper combos and all that, which is pretty cool. And you can also dodge during a combo as well for an animation cancel, which is nice, which keeps the combat flowing. So kudos to Sega for doing that. See, I was mid-combo then, I was able to dodge, which is a massive help. Alright, now we have these little cherub things. Shoot your way out of a combo by holding... So we can attack, and then we can do combos, and then hold Y or B. And bullet climax, rotate the left control stick and press B or Y. And then we keep tapping B and then use the left control stick to rotate between enemies, which is pretty badass. So we do the Y for the hands, and then we do the B for the feet, which I personally think looks more badass, gives it kind of that Matrix feel. So there's another unique feature that they didn't actually share in Devil May Cry. Anyway, what am I doing? Let's get back on with the game. Like it's a Chun-Li style kick then from Street Fighter. Don't know how I managed that combo, but we did somehow. And then you've obviously got jump controls, which is pretty obvious what that will be. You can also double jump, so that's nice.
Who did that? I just bought the damn thing!
Haven't you figured it out yet? There's no quarter for you in this world.
And it's nice to have the R trigger button on the back and focus that solely on a dodge button, because you can always have a dodge ready mid-combo just in case you need to get out of the way. Okay, there wasn't an audio cue there, so I'm assuming it's different for each enemy, so you kind of have to keep the camera in check at all times. There we got a gold medal, that's not bad.
Radon should be paying me for even touching these toys.
You have any idea how much this is gonna cost to fix? How the fuck do I always get wrapped up in this shit?
Engine still purrs nicely. Now, about this little thing you've been looking into for me, Enzo. Let's have a quick chat.
See? This is why I told you I was going home. I just got held up in the air by some invisible things, and you want an intelligence briefing? It never stops with you!
You keep belly aching like that, and you're liable to wake Eggman from the dead. And I don't think either of you would like that.
Ah!
Catch you later, Bayonetta. Something tells me you're gonna need a rush on our special project before this shit hits the fan.
Wait, Rodan. What about Eggman?
Such a popular chap. I bet they hate him down there as much as you did when he was up here. We just need to make sure he won't come crawling back when they kick him out.
Nothing a flower bed can't fix. Fill her up.
You heard the man. Finish up in 5 minutes or you're walking home to your cake and candles.
What? Don't you leave me here!
Yeah! Huh!
Oh, what a day! I'm screwed! Ah! It's gonna take every cent I earned on this charade to pay for the damage. I tell you what, if I could see them bastards that did this to my car, forget about it.
Enzo, the road. Pay attention.
How can you be so calm? You're still getting screwed in all this too. Of all the lowlife scum in too deep in this town, I've never seen one get wrapped up in a fight with God's messengers. Dressed like a nun, too. When you end up in the afterlife, that's not going to be pretty.
I can't help it if I like the little outfits. The toys are nice, too.
Hey, 20 years ago, you woke up stuck in a casket at the bottom of a lake. All you can remember is that you're a witch. But now, you're stuck because you gotta sacrifice our halo-wearing friends every day or they'll drag your ass back down to hell. I know, I thought I got screwed, but being forced to slap around the divine for a living, it's really getting screwed.
If I needed a biographer, you wouldn't be my first choice. I see to the funeral. You get me the information I asked for. That was our deal.
Come on now! Look at my poor car! I'm working for free after this! At least let me get a drink at Rodon's before you start grilling me. The info I got is good. It's gonna get you close to finding the other stone in the pair and figuring out some of that lost past of yours. I swear. After jewels instead of cash, just like a girl. Jesus, can't you take a joke?
Enzo, someone's given you a present. Hey, too bad. I can't stand bugs.
Huh? What the fuck?
You? What's the matter, Bayonetta? All that sleeping made you soft.
Now, I can't remember if I actually mentioned this at the beginning of the video or not. There was one thing that did annoy me about this game, and that's the fact that the sequel, Bayonetta 2, was released exclusively for the Wii, which was very, very annoying, considering I can't even remember if the first one was available on the PlayStation and Xbox when it first came out. But just the fact that the sequel is Wii exclusive was just very annoying. So I've not actually played it, even though I've wanted to for so long now. But hey ho, never mind. Yes, if you saw just very briefly, that was one of the torture attacks. As I mentioned before, you get some kind of torture device and then you torture the angels with it. There we go. Kick him into an Iron Maiden. Of course, by building up points, you can just rapidly tap the B attack in order to do, get more points. build up the megatons of force in order to get more points. So, yeah, that's that. It's a cool little idea, anyway. And we got a gold medal. Hooray!
Those assholes sure know how to get attention. Even perk the ears of the hotheads down home.
You don't say.
It's getting harder and harder to tell the worlds apart. Human world. Inferno. Paradiso. Who can tell the difference?
Even harder with Purgatorio in the middle. Fight long enough in there and you'll really lose sight. Why the sudden interest in metaphysics?
It's a balance, right? Even if some of them like messing around with the humans, we've all got a stake in the status quo. But people keep fucking around like this, the Book of Revelations is gonna look like Mother Goose. Heaven and hell are gonna go straight for each other's throats.
Heaven and hell can tear each other to pieces for all I care. I've got my own problems to worry about.
Something's up. Everything was a bit too bracing, and Enzo's tip makes the timing too perfect. This reeks of a setup. Someone in one of those lost memories calling you out. I got a little present for you. These babies are special. Built from an alloy the devil himself would kill to get his hands on. Don't break these, 'cause they're one of a kind.
Calling me out? I don't go in for strange offers. Then again, I'm getting a little tired of these weaklings they keep throwing at me. Maybe I should aim for something a bit more high class.
Pounding them down tonight, baby. Not to butt into your affairs, but I'm pretty sure you got somewhere better to be. The guys you're up against aren't the type to wait for you to finish a round. Enzo, her drinks are going on your tab, buddy. You deadbeat motherfucker.
There we go, guys, and that's pretty much Bayonetta in a nutshell. There are far more upgrades and combos and wonderful bits and bobs lying all around, especially even more sexual innuendos if you're into that kind of thing. But yeah, that is a little taste of Bayonetta, guys. Unfortunately, I couldn't really show you much due to the long cutscenes, but that is a little taste. You should definitely download this game if you haven't played it before, because it's absolutely amazing. The action will keep you playing a long time, and it has a lot of repetitive value. Okay? So, that is the end of the video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, then please give it a like, comment down below, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to click the bell, and I shall see you guys in the next video.